What's up guys, and welcome back to another how-to. Today we're sitting in the Thrashin Supply garage. I got Juan Arceo. Juan, what are we getting into today?
We're gonna talk to you guys about risers and choosing the right ones for you.
All right, so here at Thrashin Supply, we have a wide range of risers to choose from. And so we get tons of calls about this. We've got all the way from a 4-inch straight, 6-inch straight, to a 6.5 pullback. And then we go all the way up to a 9.5 pullback. We have a 10-inch straight. And then we even have adapters so you can raise these risers up and down. Juan, how does somebody choose the riser that's best for them?
Well, technically there isn't a right or wrong answer, and we're gonna tell you guys why. All right, so here I am on the bike you guys have seen me riding on the vlogs. This bike is set up with the 6.5 pullbacks and the high bend bars. It's really comfortable for me. Lance, is my shoulder, how's my shoulder position look?
So your shoulder is kind of like about the height of the mirror. If I take this tape measure out, it's still even going down. So you're above your chest, but lower than your shoulder.
Yeah, and that's kind of my comfort area. And then in terms of height, I think we're about 12.
So if I measure kind of off of your tree, you know, eyeball it to your hand, we're about 12 inches high.
This bike is really comfortable for me to ride. You know, one thing that I've pointed out before is on my personal bike, the Dyna, it's running the 10-inch risers with a low bend bar, and it's actually also about 12 inches in height. Both of these bikes are really comfortable to set up, really comfortable for me. Although they're completely different configurations, it works well with me.
So realistically, at that point, the customer choosing what height riser they want could also a little bit be on preference of look, right? Because on this bike, Rob, who owns this bike, wanted the lower look of lower risers with the high bend bar. He wanted to see his bars come up.
Exactly. Yeah, and on my bike, I like the look of a really tall riser with the low bar. That's what I did on my bike. Two completely different setups, but they end up in very similar heights, and they're both very comfortable for me to ride. So back to that, there really isn't a right or wrong. It's more like what style you're going for, and then the measurement that works for you in terms of comfort, and you can get there many different ways. We're gonna hop on over to the FXR and show you Lance.
All right, and so now I'm sitting on my FXR. You know, when I was sitting on this FXR to choose my handlebar setup, I wanted something again under my shoulders. So I kind of sat on the bar. I had a buddy like Juan measure out for me.
Your hands are a little bit over 14 right there, but this combo is a 10-inch riser and 4-inch bar. It's gonna put you exactly at 14.
Yep, and so sitting on this bike, my hands are under my shoulders. I love it, I'm comfortable. My back is straight. I'm able to have good posture and enjoy the open road. Let's go sit on my Dyna and see what we did there. All right, so here I am sitting on my 2013 Dyna. And one thing about this bike, it has a longer wheelbase, and overall when I'm sitting on it, feels like a bigger bike. When I sat on this bike and I did put my arms out to the side, I still kind of wanted the same height. I could tell just sitting here right now that even with my hands right here, my trees are further away. I wanted a riser setup with a little bit more pullback to bring it to me so I didn't have to reach forward to it. I ended up with the 9.5-inch pullback and the mid-bend bar, putting me at 13.5 inches. I love it. I love this setup. Very comfortable. And again, there's no right or wrong answer on the handlebar setup you choose. Kind of think about it a little bit and end up choosing what you want it to look like, as well as getting it to the height that you need.
Did you mention that our pullback risers offer 1.5 inch pullback closer to you? And then another thing to know is that if you end up putting it all together and you go rip it around the block, you're like, I still need a little bit of closer to you. You can always roll the bars back a little bit and kind of like fine tune that like last increment that you need to be like comfortable on the bike.
All right, so you guys got to see both of us sit on bikes with different handlebar setups. Overall, finding the position to where our hands are just under our shoulders, comfortable for long distance riding. We're not gonna have our hands falling asleep. Basically, what you wanna do is find that number and then configure what style look you want to get there. You could do a shorter riser and a higher bar, or a higher riser and a shorter bar, but either way, find that number, get to that number, and Juan, we have so many to choose from.
Yeah, we got from 4 to 10 inches. We got two different styles, pullback, straight, and then in terms of handlebars, we got you from low bend to high bend, 2 to 5.5 inches. You'll be able to choose something that's gonna look good and feel good.
So I hope that this video didn't scramble your brains as much as it did ours while we were making it. But we're just trying to help you out on choosing the right riser and bars for your setup. And if you enjoyed this video, check out thrashinsupply.com and get what you need.